As you see, we're in the forest. We've got guests here. Felix and Marlene, right? From Germany and Finland, actually. Yeah, right? Yeah. Our normal Sunday stuff. We've got, look, hey, hey, welcome to the forest. We've got all kinds of lovely stuff here. Look, Stefan is going to make some coffee because he wants to show off. Then got some marshmallows. These are the, hey, Smartbone. Nice to see you here. Look, these are not the ones from, these are not the ones from last, remember last week we were for ingredients for the pine marshmallows. Looking, otherwise not, but other forgot completely to adjust the recipe otherwise, so they turned out flat and gooey and not so good. So these are the lovely rhubarb ones that I've made earlier. Yeah, they do, don't they? They look like ice cubes. Then we have last time we were, do you remember we made the stick bread, and this is now like a sweet variant, and this looks more like something out of Nightmare from Elm Street, or whatever it is. I can't remember. See, but that's because we're using Indian sugar. You know, that's actually a very un-PC word. What is it? What could it be? Raw cane sugar. Never thought about it. It actually has a stupid name. Raw cane sugar, so it doesn't melt. You see, this is like a sweet bread sort of, and we're going to bake it off, bake it on the fire. Remember when we had the sausages and things? So this is a sweet version of it. Then we have, of course, our chai syrup. I'm going to have some very interesting conversations coming week with people about this. I can't say anything about it because I don't know anything about it yet. So here we're going to use that. Then there's some jam. This is just strawberry jam. And then there's some juice and tea. So that's what we're going to do today. Look, Stefan was not the one match wonder today.
Yes.
What?
Yes,
Oh, I thought that this is like from that
no,
you
no,
already
this was
tried
from
once.
last time that we were here.
Ah.
No, no. One match wonder.
Yeah, that's Stefan's special skill.
She taught me actually a bit more about making fires.
Ah.
Because I made a fire and it looked if it's good that it's good and burning, and then it died down again.
So what was your secret?
What happened here is like the stack.
He put a big one and
In there. There's a little bit of, yeah, it's still alive.
Yeah,
I'll go in the hammock and pretend that like
this is now burning.
that it's burning. Yes. Oh well, visitors in the sense that never been to the forest and actually never met before in real life either. Have you? Yeah, they are in the same group where they know each other from. So very much visitors in that sense. I forgot to take my gloves. They are there on the table, but it's not a day. It's a lovely. Well, as you see, it's a little bit windy again. I don't know if you can hear it. Look how beautiful the trees look. Oh, this is February and November are kind of my least favorite months because February is very often sort of gray like this. But then actually it's beautiful as well. It's maybe not so. It is super cold. So it may very well be like it gets to wait, yuck, it gets to minus 30 easily still. Yeah, it definitely is. I oh wait. Sorry for the shaking, but trying to get myself comfortably here in the hammock. See, living the good life, as we say. Look, nice and peaceful. Okej, well. Hoi oma, dankjewel. Stefan is daar. Kijk, daar bij het vuur. Wait, let me see. Here we are. It's a really lovely day. It's not cold. It's about -5, which is really comfortable here. And well, yeah, it is. The wind is blowing. Yeah, the wind is blowing, but not horribly hard. You know, look, rather comfortable. I don't know. I suppose you can still hear me when it me nicely. When the weather is less cold, it's also more humid. That's a little bit like that now, but not too bad at all. So quite comfortable and nice. Look, I only have the blanket under me now, so I didn't take anything. Well, we actually got in Boston, you mean? That I can imagine. We got a lot of snow this week again. But for some reason, it doesn't show here so much. On our own yard, we got really so much snow. Urho was kind enough to push it all yesterday, so then we weren't in trouble because of that. Oh, mind you, today, by the way, I didn't put it in the title, but today is actually the National Day of the Sami, so the indigenous people of Finland. Um, it is it is from the beginning of, now I forget. Do I say 19th century? No, the beginning of 20th century, previous century, when the Sami people, so the indigenous people of Finland, Norway, and Sweden, and I think Russia as well, they started working together across the borders and took as like the national day of the Sami, and that's what is being celebrated today. We don't have any special pastry for that though. Yesterday was the day of Runebergin päivä, and he then again is the national poet of Finland, and there is a special pastry for that, but I completely forgot about it. I didn't think about it, so I didn't make it, and we haven't this year had any Runebergin torttu. It's a crying shame because it's actually a great pastry. Now I need to get out of here somehow. This is so low because of the snow. I actually have to go on my knees to get out of here. Wait, sorry for the shaking. It's like this. It's rather high. It's like a muffin, but then sort of a higher and a bit more narrow. And it's got like punssi. That's it's an alcohol, so like a sweet that is used to moisten it. And then there's a bit of raspberry jam on top, and then how do you call it? Like when you mix powder sugar and water, you know, the white stuff, like a ring of that around it. Normally, when we make it at home, we don't use punch so the alcohol to moisten it. There's almond. Sometimes some people use like almond liquor or apple juice but that's kind of the idea of it. And there's people who are completely fanatic about it. So every year there are different kinds of their like reviews on the newspaper of the best Runebergin torttu and where you can get it. Oh look, of course, one match wonder you worked very well. Huh?
It did actually. It did. I didn't need to use any more magic.
Very good. Any more magic? Yeah, but they would be lying anyways.
Maybe.
Hear that? Eilen, yesterday. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Cheryl. Oh, it's not cold at all. It's a lovely weather. Well, cold and cold. It's -5 Celsius.
Quite warm.
For us, it's warm. We've had -7.
I was just thinking about this Finnish phenomenon because in Finland you have this phenomenon that's lipumispäivä.
Liputuspäivä.
Liputuspäivä, so flagging days.
Yeah.
But actually, you could just as well call them pull-up-päivät. Mondays,
True.
because like every day that has
There's a
reason
different
to put
kind
out
of
a flag also has its
pastry
own-
for
its own
each
pastry.
national day. Yeah.
Laksia or something.
Laskiainen. Yeah, but that's
They are
the
big ones.
yeah, and that's celebrated elsewhere as well. What's it called again?
Carnival. It's part
Well,
of
yeah.
carnival.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
It's one of the days. So laskiaispäivä in Swedish that's Tiisdag. So this is in German. Wie heißt es nochmal? Der Tiisdag von Carnival. Ihr seid aus Frankfurt, ihr wisst das gar nicht.
Nee, nicht
Nein,
Gründonnerstag.
das ist
Nee,
Ostern.
das ist Ostern.
Ah.
I think there's a word for that in
Ja,
English
also
as
die
well.
Dienstag nach Rosenmontag.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry I didn't see that.
Aschermittwoch?
I don't think it's too chilly actually. Oh, now I see smartphone there. You sent a heart bomb.
Fasching.
That's
Yeah,
nice. Thank you.
okay. Yeah,
Well, chilly it is here when it's like
but it's the day before.
for
the,
us when it's like
for the
minus.
Fastenzeit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see, -15. That's chilly, isn't it?
-15 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, although I'm still outside. But
Yeah. But it's chilly. I mean, it's not. It's
chilly,
not
yeah.
like.
Yeah, you don't say, "Oh, it's a warm day today."
Yeah.
it's,
No. But you just don't say like, oh, it's a cold day today.
No, no.
That's also not.
It's actually especially when the sun is out. It's -15. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And the chances that that there's more sun is if it's colder, right? Like -5 is often
At this
gray.
time of the year, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. And yeah, that's what you see now. It's -5 and it's grey, and that's very normal at this time of the year. In February, it's almost always like this. But then when March comes, it can very easily be, you know, that because in March we have usually really gorgeous weather, blue skies, and
And colder, right?
well, the thing is that in the night time it can be -30 easily. But then in the daytime, because of the sun is already warming, so then you have, you know, -5 or something. Oh, that's the best.
Do you drink
That's a
coffee?
perfect
David?
weather.
Do you drink coffee?
I want to try it because
Yeah, okay.
it's your special coffee. I normally,
I tried a sip with him, but
normally I drink only once per month a coffee.
Okay.
Well,
I feel like this is
let this be the
time
one
of the
per
month,
month.
So I do also
You hear that?
I do also have my chai syrup.
6 more weeks of
Also
winter.
make a chai
Okay.
latte.
oh yeah, we'll take a shot.
And I've got.
Was that? Do you have
brown milk
that?
and oat milk with it.
When is that Groundhog Day?
Hmm?
'Cause that
Coffee service.
shows like
That's
when the summer comes, doesn't it, or when the winter ends? I only know it from that movie.
hier, ich zeig dir das
Look.
mal. Das ist jetzt, weil ich normalerweise dann mache ich das daheim in eine Flasche.
We
Aber
can
das ist Rita hat
watch
jetzt
what.
mein Produkt.
So that's
so
what.
als Syrup.
That's how you know that you are going to get 6 more weeks of winter. We're going to have plenty more than that. So we're going to have.
That's super beautiful. I like that.
Yeah, they look so
When we
cool.
walked,
We
yeah.
were
This is not a paid advertisement. I'm just filming you because you like it.
They told us before what to say.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, it tastes
This
so
is
good.
such great. I really want to taste it. No, it's so beautiful. Honestly. I remember the summer.
Let's go and see.
Ja, und das nächste, wo Rita jetzt drauf arbeitet, ist dann die Marshmallows, als Produkt.
Yeah, no, that was. I really loved that movie when I was a teenager. I think. I don't remember when it came out. I must have watched it quite a few times as well, almost as many times as
What movie are you talking about?
the Groundhog Day.
Ah, yeah. Well, I don't
That
know.
was apparently on the 2nd of February.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, actually, I saw it.
And Tommy just said that they might get 6 more weeks of winter. But I don't know if it was because of that. It is, isn't it? The funny thing is that. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Glad you like it. Look, it depends um, on the day and on the weather how the snow behaves. You see? Now it's melting in my hand. I can do this because it's not so cold outside. If it was colder, my hand would start freezing too much straight away. But there's been a lot of this sort of really fluffy snow. That's very wet. But sometimes when it's really cold, and then you're walking,
Ja, weil
then you hear the sound on the snow. It's like you're walking on styrofoam. Because at the moment, when it's humid when it's not so cold like this, it's a bit more humid. The snow is more humid, and the sound in it, and that's where that hollow sound comes from. It's really funny. You can kind of hear how cold it is, although you will feel it first. But oh, wrong glove. Wait.
Das ist genial.
Ja, ich hatte
Ähm,
du hast
hm.
erzählt, ne? Ich hatte dafür
Now I have to
die
find a way of.
Aufmerksamkeit
Oh,
des
look
Gordon
there,
Ramsay
roasting
geschoben.
marshmallows.
Ja, und jetzt bin ich ja in die Gastro Obscura, das ist so eine dicke
I have to
amerikanische,
put
so ein
a
Guide
glove on my wet hand.
für komisches und fremdes und besonderes Essen und Trinken. Das heißt, mein Kaffee
Look.
zwischendrin.
So gut.
Ja, ja.
If you're wondering what is being spoken here, it's German.
Ah, sorry.
We're sorry.
No,
I think
go ahead.
Stefan is really excited to talk some German.
Yeah, Stefan has a tendency to start speaking German.
Or Swedish when I have the chance.
Yes,
Nowadays, actually, I've been practicing my French on the coffee slack a lot because we had a
Ah,
lot of
oui,
French
oui.
customers.
that's
Okay.
very good.
Monsieur.
Yes, yeah,
Marlene,
yeah.
parlez un peu de français,
On,
oui?
on peut.
I don't speak any French.
Je parlais très petit peu français.
Mm.
That's of course.
Mhm.
How do you like it?
Really nice. Because with the rhubarb, it's not. There's some sour. It's not
Yeah.
just sugar. You know?
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But that's the other ones that Rita makes are the ones with lingonberries, and lingonberries also very sour.
That works also super well.
Everything that's really sour works very well.
But then again, the cloudberry worked really well as well.
And they are very sweet.
Yeah.
But that's actually also.
And that's one of the greatest gifts of this country, all the berries.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
it so much. Especially because I can't eat a lot of fruit sugar.
Ah.
But berries don't have a lot of fruit sugar. They have the other one, the
Right.
glucose.
Yeah.
So for me, Finland is perfect. I can eat all these berries because I can't eat oranges. I can't eat apples.
How long have you been living in Finland then?
I'm in my 5th year now.
Oh,
so
really?
4 years
Wow.
and a few months.
Yeah. Do you go and pick berries then?
Yeah, definitely.
You
But
probably.
last season was shitty.
Yeah, it wasn't. We didn't pick any blueberries last season. But then again, Kate said that she got really good blueberries.
Hafen.
Felix, hoe de haven?
Ooh.
So let's try it. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they're really great guests. Look, they do excellent advertisement for us.
But they're not for sale yet.
They're not for- You have to pre-order them.
You have to make a house crowdfunding campaign. Order 5,000 marshmallows now.
Well, I mean, I want to do that, but the problem is that one of the problems is that, you know, packaging. That's always such a
Yeah.
issue,
You
and
have
then
to get it right because if something is not on the label properly, then
for
it's not,
instance, yeah, but also really just simply the practicality of it, because you know the humidity of the berries. I mean, I'm not an scientist. And basically this is a science, you know, how much humidity there is. And
yeah, true, because you want to package them that they also stay fresh for some time.
Yeah.
You don't want to use conservatives too much.
yeah, I don't use any kind of additives in them, so
Well, the sugar, of course, is a
Yeah, it's
conservative.
yes.
The 20% Rita's marshmallows and 20% fruits,
That's a
so,
lot.
berries,
Yeah.
or yeah, but then the other 80% is still sugar.
Yeah, but that's why it's a bit tricky, you know, to get it in such a way that it doesn't dry,
Yeah.
but that it doesn't sort of start sweating in the
Yeah,
package,
because of
if you
the
know.
sugar that attracts the humidity.
Yeah, and then because of the humidity from the berries,
Mm.
that's also
That
one
is
thing.
also-
Yeah, you would have to be able to control them somehow, but I mean, I just make them at home, so
All right.
it's been really super interesting though when we've been doing this syrup project to see how much like real science there's actually going
Yeah.
into the whole business. So
And how is it for sending it? Like you said, you're sending now the coffee you're sending all over the world, but also the syrup.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so you how do you do that with food that it like you can just declare it it's this kind of ingredients. So because this is something anyway people sell already. It's approved
There
anyway
there
for
are
This is-
restrictions,
yeah.
but
This we can do.
this weekend, yeah,
So that's why that was normally the syrup that I use on my coffees that has chaga in it. You know.
Yeah, and that one is not a.
And that's
that
that
one
I
we can't use.
Yeah, we can't use.
But
it.
also, for instance, you can't have alcohol in it.
Yeah, we
You
don't.
know, there's no alcohol in it.
Rita
So
said that it's basically like science when you make products like that. It's, for instance, nowadays we have at home a
hey, Claire,
refractometer. A refractometer,
welcome to the
yeah,
forest.
to
Look,
measure the sugar
what a
content. of
beautiful,
liquids,
beautiful
you know?
day it is.
It's like a thing that you put a drop of the liquid
Oh,
on
you hear
and
that?
it tells you how much it is.
You hear the
Because they have to tell.
Yeah, you read it. There's all this sort of
airplane.
things with
There's
numbers
people
to
are
measure the
arriving
house
here.
and that.
Just so with any batch. you
Not
have
into a
to make
forest,
sure that
obviously,
it's
but
again the
into
same
the area.
levels.
Yeah, well,
And then over there, you can at the moment you can hear the dogs, the huskies. Don't know if you can hear them. But no, there is no alcohol in the syrup, and that's why we can send it. If there was alcohol in it, we wouldn't be able to send it. But anyways, I mean, we anyways don't. That's not a part of the recipe, so.
Yeah, and Campfire Brest has a protected name.
Should there be
Yeah,
pikkupullat
right,
now?
exactly. I was just going to say that's make some people.
Did you take any gloves? Plastic gloves?
Oh, I had them in the car.
Well, so everybody gets to make their own.
Right. I'll make an example one, and then you have to make your own.
We didn't. We should have taken butter.
Well, we can do without.
Yeah, but it's always easier when there's butter.
Easier.
Hei, Levi. Kato, täällä on ihana. Well, paper you mean?
Yeah, but there is here. Yeah.
So who is watching? All over the world, people are watching.
Can you maybe tell me where you are watching from? Then I can tell Felix. I know that at least there's from the States and from the UK, from Rovaniemi.
So far away.
We got, by the way, last week we got an Chicago. You're in Chicago, and Tommy is in Boston, and then, well, you can just tell me that I can tell later to
Are
Felix.
there tourists in Levi from Asian countries, or is it not something that?
Oh, Florida! You're in Florida.
Yeah, it's ich mag jetzt
That's now I'm not surprised at all that you feel that it's it's chilly here. Let me see. I got in my pocket. I've got wait. Oh, I noticed that all my matches had come
mag een marketing nach
out of my pocket. This happens at home all the time.
But at home it's a great mess.
Yes. Also die machen Marketing nach Singapur.
This is a very handy
Und,
thing though, because of course when the milk boils over, it doesn't matter. It just goes there into the
it
snow.
just smells very
Yeah.
bad for a moment.
Ah, true.
And the coffee slit, that's always a bit of a thing.
I was
So
going to
like
say
you have
something,
to
but I
put
forgot.
But not as bad as burning hair.
more fire.
Well,
and-
that's true.
Yeah, burning
Yeah, which is what happens to Stefan as well
burning
with
hair.
with his beard.
Beard,
Yeah.
yeah, I was going to say, right? Like going into the fire.
Was was ich grad? Was habe ich grad?
Even
Oh ja,
you
bijna.
can-
Nee, so
So there's-
Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, yes. Japan, somewhat.
Stefan is making the.
But mainland Chinese, that's mainly going to Rovaniemi. So it looks a bit weird, and that's because this morning I discovered that we're out of normal sugar, so I had to use Indian sugar.
What is the a good name for it in? I think it's cane. Just
Cane sugar.
Oh
raw
yeah,
cane
right.
sugar.
So because this is in Finnish, the sugar is called
Yeah,
Intiaani
yeah,
sokkeri.
yeah.
But that's of course not correct.
Not-
Sorry. Yes.
I don't think you would be
Native
able.
sugar. Mag je dan al je eigen bij?
Ja.
Ik heb mijn,
Normally we would use like plastic
plastic
gloves for that,
but-
but Ohio. Oh, of course. Well, then you're used to it. But I mean, it's lovely here because it's not, as I said, it's not humid, so then it's not uncomfortable. You can make it if you make it thin enough, then it will
Bake.
then it will bake. Yeah, otherwise it might.
you have to make it nice and thin.
Otherwise
around
it will
because
stay
it's
dough.
going to
Yeah,
rise
thank
on
you.
the stick as well. So once it's around the stick, it will get thicker.
I was just saying that this looks.
Yeah, but it's really, yeah.
I think it looks like something, Steph.
Yeah.
I think it looks like something from Nightmare from Elm Street, or how do you call it? What was it? Nightmare. Yeah, it does look. It's like
the
that.
face of Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
you mean?
exactly. Look, it is, isn't
No,
it?
nobody wants to eat it anymore.
That's why I said it.
The wrong kind of pop culture reference.
It's fact.
Yeah.
Can you maybe give me one of the sticks, dear, please?
One of the sticks, dear.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That was the first
I really want
association
to
that I got.
the children.
It's a bit
We also
difficult
did
to do with one hand.
campfire outside,
I didn't get my hands don't get too badly stuck now. Look,
on the New Year.
it's a little bit difficult. Then I got another association, but that one I'm not going to even tell. It's got to do with South Park.
Mr. Yeah, sorry. Not cold. I guess I was right.
Yes, you were
Yes.
completely right. No need to
Not
do that
going
longer.
anywhere now.
Yeah. Will it work?
I don't know.
Yeah. Works enough.
Works enough.
Ja.
Du kannst auch gucken, wie,
Look.
welche Einstellung ich habe.
Here we go.
Photo.
Look,
Yeah, but
good, eh?
quality.
Not bad for one hand. So this is
So,
like
also,
the other time you saw us making the bread on a
also
stick.
lieber kein
Then we had those sausages, and that turned
Yeah.
out so
Yeah.
good. This is basically the same dough but with more sugar and no
Wow,
cheese
das
in
ist
it.
sehr einfach.
Look. Yeah, this is
Um,
nice.
You
because of
really
the sugar being raw
put
cane
thought
sugar,
in that
it's
product.
very
Yeah,
different
so this is a
than
lot of existing packing. So we've been looking at a
than
lot of
normally, but
different packings.
we'll see how it turns out.
Because it had to be the main thing was to make it light because we wanted to have as little as possible weight for the sanding. Because
Yeah.
the more weight, the more CO2 the sanding. But then of course you have to sting with plastic.
Mm-hmm.
But then this actual packing material, they are, at the moment they are developing this same in a completely biodegradable form. So
Oh,
that's why they
wow,
decided
okay.
to choose this one because it's very easy to
To
swap.
upgrade. Yeah.
But also the company is really nice, and they
And the company is really nice
Yeah.
to work with. Yeah.
And super easy. It's like usually when you have that sip, then it's always a little bit of mess.
yeah.
And that's quite good.
Look, the red coals there. Yeah, it is. It
Wow.
is. I wish you could come and taste it. The red coals, they are the best place to.
So das Ding war, dass ich habe ja, wir hatten mit dieser Familienfirma angefangen. Mit
If you
Sachen
put
rund
this
um den
directly in
Wald.
the
So a
flames,
lot
then you're going to
online
get
und in real life.
it burned from the
Dann, wo wir das
outside,
real life
and then it
jetzt
still
angefangen
stays
haben,
raw
dann
on
musste
the
ich einfach
inside.
laut denken, um hier zu geben an die Gäste
Oh, it
hier.
depends very much, but
Wenn man hier in Levi
a
etwas
few per
tut,
week.
hier in Lappland, wenn man die Husky
We don't
vorbereitet
really have
oder wenn
time
die
too much
Motorschnitten oder was
because
auch
of the coffee
immer, dann
sled.
bekommt man immer
So that's
ein
what we're
Würstchen und
mainly
einen
busy
warmen
with
Saft.
at the
Und ich
moment.
wollte etwas anderes als Würstchen und warmen Saft und dann habe ich diese Kaffeesache entwickelt und das ist dann ein eigenes Leben
It
angefangen.
depends always on the
Yeah.
season very
Ja.
much. Like at Christmas time, we don't have any time
Und
to bring people
wenn
here.
ich auf der Weihnachtsmarkt bin, dann habe ich neben
But
meinem Kaffeeschlitten noch eine Feuerstelle und dann
now,
verkaufe ich auch nicht an
when
können Leute das hier
when Stefan
bestellen. Die
has
kommen dann rohes Teig
look,
am Stock und können das selber auf Stockbrot machen.
I'm
Da
burning
habe ich
my
auch,
stick.
da habe ich auch Rentierwürstchen dabei. Ja, ja Rentierwürstchen.
Now
Ja,
that
ja,
Stefan
genau,
doesn't
Kinder,
have to
aber
be
auch
there
Erwachsene.
7 days a
Ja,
week
auf jeden
anymore.
Fall.
Now we have a bit
Und dann
more
haben
time
wir
for.
das Marshmallows gibt es dann natürlich. Das ist auf der Weihnachtsmarkt sind wir sehr geliebt.
You see, over here it's already. It was the cauldron boiling again. Yeah, well that tends to happen more often than not, especially when there's other stuff happening at the same time.
What, the milk overall?
Yes.
Yeah. Bitte sehr.
Look,
Wow.
Ich stelle dir das
there's
Ja,
the.
stellen wir das mit hin. Vielen Dank.
Bitte sehr.
You see
Wow.
the beautiful coffee. We have nice tea as well if you want a cup of tea.
I got that really great chai.
Oh, Stefan made you a chai.
Yes.
Sorry, I wasn't following.
So, yeah.
I'll show you in a second once.
So you had like the whole film crew here also checking out everything.
What the Ramsey stuff or what?
Yeah, or the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it more like an interview or?
No. You should check it out now because that's the show that they do. It's
You mean before the actual filming? Or
No, I meant the filming. So they had the film because I haven't seen it yet.
because it's that college university. It's an entertainment show. No, it's so they were on beforehand. They were
Trying to
here
look
with
for
a
the
small crew
best
to check
place.
it out, and then when they were with a bit bigger crew when they actually came to film. I think a little bit.
Everyone wanted a coffee.
60 Leute.
60 Leute.
Wow. So they asked, who wants to go? Everyone raised their hand. Okay.
There's a deal that a lot of those weren't even here. They were on the because they had a base station on the field next to the road.
Yeah, where they
you
plant.
notice, by the way,
things
what's happening. It's
and
the,
how
the
much program did they do? They
Look.
they checked out the whole of Levy, or
This
was
is-
it just
No, the whole of
This
Lapland
is,
and Levy, they only did two things basically.
rising,
One of them.
but they had the base here.
and it looks completely different, doesn't it?
For this
You
thing,
see?
they had the base on the field. Okay. There was the editing truck, makeup truck, catering truck, they were whole bunch.
Look, this is a
Like-
perfect spot.
Quite a surface. Yeah, it's a surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Still going to take a moment, I'm afraid.
Hier is het, hè?
Ja.
Ja, warm genoeg, Marlene.
Sehr
Yeah,
lecker.
it's still stuck. This is once it starts coming loose from the
Ja, und mit
stick,
einem
then that's when it's
kleine Schuss Kaffee
sort of
drin ist
ready.
het nog lekkerder. Aber ik denk dat we het jetzt nicht ist. Rita tea?
Yeah, please. Yeah. Yeah, I think that it still takes a
Yeah,
little
I'm
moment.
just curious about.
How's yours?
Like, no, it still needs,
If
but
it,
it's just curious for me to see the process.
yeah,
Really.
yeah, it's always the thing is trick is to not be impatient.
Yeah,
Patience
exactly.
is the golden rule of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Do a lot of things.
Most things actually.
Isn't it correct if it's black outside and raw inside?
Exactly how you want it.
Yeah, that's the way they always used to make it at least. So that must be the correct way.
How most children eat it.
It's almost ready though. Mine was
It's also
already
the
ready.
Finnish recipe for a sausage.
Yeah,
Black
true.
on the outside.
But aren't most Finnish sausages anyway cooked already?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like on the Christmas market. I have those reindeer sausages that I sell for people to grill. But it's really important that they're pre-cooked. You can't have raw meat in a place like that.
Because maybe it's too fast, like doing it, and then
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
But I think I'm not sure how it is with the reindeer. But for example, with pork, in Germany everyone says you should never eat it raw. It's like super unhealthy, super dangerous. But then
Oh,
I
is
read
it
somewhere
not?
that it's actually not true. That you can eat it raw. It's just that it really does taste nice raw.
Oh, who says that?
Enough or too much? Or
Too much?
too much? Yeah, but the thing is that a lot of pork is very sensitive to parasites.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where it comes
You
from.
see?
But I heard that the meat that you buy
You can see
Yeah.
through it.
has to be controlled already. So
There's so much antibiotics that
Yeah,
there's no.
exactly.
Yeah, that's good. Now all I need is jam. Do we have a spoon for jam?
Yeah, we do.
Very
There's
good.
actually one in here, I think. All you need is jam.
I thought you all you need is spoon.
Yeah.
See, they were talking about sausages, whether because in some cases, yeah,
Oh,
you can
yeah,
do it. In some cases, you can like certain kind of meat you can eat raw, and certain kind of sausages. Well, and basically sausages are the ones that we use. They are always cooked, or they are not raw when we serve them to people. I mean, when people grill grill the sausages themselves, we have to be sure that they are already ready. That would actually be a very handy thing, yeah. Finger warmers. Although there's a hole at the other end as well, so the wind will still come through. But okay, so now strawberry jam and stick dough, stick bread. Wait, let's flip the camera. Wait, here we are. So let's see how it is. My hat is sort of falling on my eyes. There's cardamom in this dough, and you can really smell it. I stuck my nose into the jam.
Nö, ich kann auch was anderes essen.
Ja, und mein daheim, Blender, der älteste, die ist völlig Vegetarier, so wie essen meistens.
This is really funny because what you see,
Ja.
it is really nice. What you see is that the dough is different because of the sugar being darker. Normally this would be a lot lighter.
biologisches.
It's really good.
Und in Finnland gibt's
I haven't
auch
used
Ja.
cane sugar in this. I mean, it's a bit less handy because it doesn't mix so well in the dough. It's good. It's really nice. Wait, let's try another one. Lots of jam. You need to have a lot of jam. Here we go. Now, everybody mouth open. Here goes. Nom, nom, nom. You hear the crunch? That's a nice thing. Crunchy from the outside and soft from the inside. Just like it should be. I'm fishing a complete strawberry out of here. Yeah, it's good. I mean, this is nice.
Oh, my coffee. I was going to make coffee.
These are very nice. Could very well be
Der
breakfast.
Kaffee ist richtig.
How do you like that?
Mm.
There's some jam here if you want some.
Good. Did you put some spices in there?
Yeah, there's cardamom.
That's super good.
Yeah.
Oh, and Marina, I have to try your.
You have to come and visit us.
Kann ich auch eine machen.
We'll make you some. We'll make you some stick bread, stick bun.
Ich mag ja auch diese ganzen
These are nice.
Waldgeschmäcker.
Look, some more.
Ich habe mir noch nicht selber Sprouts gemacht.
The good thing about this is that these are not too big,
Spruce ist always
Ja.
good.
so that's exactly, you know, it's a lovely
Aber diesen Frühling werde ich
sort of
zusammen.
sweet bite,
Früher kann man
but
ja
not
immer
too
die
massive.
Sachen-
I think I'll just shove it
Spruce Sprouts genannt.
in my mouth. I won't be able to talk for a moment. I'm very sorry. Here we go. Last bite. Everybody mouth open.
Aber das war eben
Nom, 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 nom.
mit dem Kaffee zusammen.
Mm.
Dort haben wir viel mit Chefs gesprochen, was die beste Art und Weise ist, um den Geschmack aus
Here's my tea.
aus solchen Bäumen rauszubekommen. Das ist nicht
My
mein-
current
das sagen die auch immer. Das ist
favorite tea. A milky oolong.
Fisch.
Really nice.
Was ist denn auf Deutsch? Die jungen.
Mm.
Die junge Anwuchs.
This actually goes really well with the
Ja, Schüsse.
Rebe.
with the stick bun. Super nice.
Sehr lecker.
Mm.
Es ist auch gar nicht so kompliziert. Mach
Oh.
die einfach in,
I will show you still. The ones that have not seen
glaub, nur kurz aufkochen.
what Marlene was drinking.
Ja, aber wenn man,
Oh,
wenn-
yeah.
das hängt davon ab,
Already
was man damit
empty.
will.
It's so good.
Did you like it?
I like it, and I took the oat milk, so
Yeah.
it's
So that's the what we have here, the chai syrup with oat milk.
Wenn man etwas machen will, was man
I mean,
auf dem Eis so,
the
herausschmeißen
people
kann,
that have
ist
been
dann einfach.
hanging out with us for longer, you already know that this was our project from before Christmas, which we did because a while ago, the Christmas before this, Gordon Ramsay was here. Gordon, Gino, and Fred were here for the Christmas special of their TV show. And then I thought that I need to make the syrup that they drank into an actual product that we can send. So this is the end result of that. You can find it on our website, by the way, in our web shop, halipu.com. I'm making an advertisement here. But this is the chai syrup that Stefan just used to make a cup of chai latte.
Nee, sie nimmt es mit dem Flieger mit.
Also meine Mutter kommt jetzt
You see?
im März.
It's really very nice.
Kennt
Ja.
ihr euch,
Aus Niederlande.
kennt ihr euch aus mit holländisches Essen?
Na, nicht so viel. Ich weiß, dass
See,
Klar.
ihr
this
macht,
is a
ihr
used
macht so
one.
gern, ihr macht so gern
Just sort of-
Streusel.
Ja, genau, das auch, ja. Aber das kennt sie dann nicht.
Ja, klar.
this is what
Aber,
happens.
da gibt es eine Gemüse
See?
am Deifi dit zo'n groene en die is das. Die weiße kleine und eine grüne.
Well,
Und
you
die
can
schnitzelt man
you can
zusätzlich
either
essen und die geht dann
make
viel
drinks
schneller.
from it, so you can make a chai latte, but you don't have to put it in milk. You can also just add it in water, and it sort of becomes like a kind of a sweet spice in baking, and like custard, for instance. Remember, we made one with Kate. We used it on in a custard or different kinds of desserts. Or you can actually also use it in drinks like alcoholic drinks if you want to, like milk-based ones, for instance, would taste really nice with this stuff in it. But all kinds of things that you can use it in. Look. Looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Hey, you know what? My fingers are freezing, so I'm going to say bye now.
Then I would say bye as well.
Yeah,
Bye bye everybody.
we are going to continue here at the campfire for a while, and maybe people still want to try out the hammocks and hammock over there. Hey, really nice that you were hanging out with us today. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully next Sunday we'll see you again at the same time. Heippa heippa, oli mukava
Heippa
nähdä. Bye.
heippa.
It was really nice seeing you. See you next week again. Have a lovely week. Take care. Bye bye.